Hello, I'm Neville Chamberlain, a former British Prime Minister. Last time we talked a bit about my experience with Adolf Hitler and set out 5 questions you should answer to see if you are dealing with a Hitler-type situation. 1. Have they announced an intention to conquer? 2. Do they have the most advanced military in the world? 3. Is their economy completely based on military production? 4. Do they spend a lot of time talking about non-existent plots against them? 5. Do they spend a lot of time talking about how great it is to wage war? The reason for bringing all this up at this time is the fact that more and more people are trying to compare Vladimir Putin of Russia in 2014 to Adolf Hitler in 1938. There are some superficial similarities between the two situations, but really they couldn't be more different. First, has Vladimir Putin announced an intention to conquer? Well, no. He has certainly announced his regret that the Soviet Union fell, but that's nothing like Hitler's wish to conquer a massive European agricultural hinterland for his German people. Putin's vague regret and tendency to take back old territories when it's easy is not the same thing. Second, does Putin have the most advanced military in the world? Absolutely not. The Russian army is large, and they've got nuclear weapons, which is quite scary, but that's about it. In 2008, Russia got into a shooting war with Georgia, a country to the south that is less than a 20th the size of Russia. Russia certainly won, but the president of the country that attacked them was able to complete his term. 2008 showed clearly that the Russians lack the ability to hold any foreign territory that isn't already majority Russian. Third, is the Russian economy entirely based on military production? Russia makes a fair amount of money selling guns, but the economy is mostly oil and gas. Petroleum products make up 30% of GDP and over 70% of exports. Much of this is sold to Europe. If Europe made a concerted decision to look elsewhere for these products, Russia would be in serious trouble. If Russia invaded anybody Europe cared about, the Russian economy would be over. Fourth, does Putin spend a lot of time talking about non-existent plots against him? This one is a bit awkward. Vladimir Putin is constantly talking about Western plots against Russia. The embarrassing bit is that these plots actually exist. He's not being paranoid. You can click on these links here or in the description below to find out about these plots. When your policies match the ravings of a dictator, it might make sense to revise your policies. Fifth, do they spend a lot of time talking about what a great idea war is? Putin doesn't want war. He is well aware that any real shooting war would result in the end of his rule and most likely the Russian economy. So yes, obviously, Putin is not anything like Hitler. Another large difference from 1938 is the fact that if Russia did invade anybody we cared about, the annihilation of the troops performing that invasion would be a simple matter. Take it from someone who lived through 1938. 2014 could not be any more different. Please subscribe before my Neville Chamberlain accent falls inexplicably into a stereotypical Jamaican one.